What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Now for today's look, I'm gonna be diving into the new Anastasia Beverly Hills collection. Y'all know I've been using their shit for a long time and they've been keeping my brows snatched for years. They just put out their fall collection and am I already in love? So a few days ago I did my September favorites and I used the Master Palette by Mario from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I created this crazy, really dramatic smoky eye and everyone was like, okay, you better recreate that look, girl. So of course I decided to change it up slightly, give it a little more extra drama. Now besides the Mario palette, they also have the Ultimate Glow Kit, which looks something like this, and I used a few highlighters for my looks today. Now, you know these cheeks are always blinding. Now, since fall season is upon us, I promised you all that my website would be fully restocked soon, so I just want to give a quick little shout out to jeffreestarcosmetics.com. There are a lot of liquid lips that have just returned, and there's more coming this weekend. My skin frosts are back and rolling out, baby, and blinding worldwide, so hop on that website if you've been missing out or have been wanting something. So besides that, you guys, I want to give you a little update on Daddy, my new Pomeranian. Next week, I'll be doing a pet tag and he, just wait till you guys see more footage of him playing. It is the cutest thing in the world and I know I say the O word a lot, but I'm obsessed with him. So if you guys want to see how I created all this craziness, then keep on watching. To get started on this look, we need, of course, a face primer. You can use any primer that you want. I'm still obsessed with the new Sisley primer. I know the price point is a little wild, but the way this made my foundation look all last week, I was a little shook, not gonna lie. So, fingers are nice and wet. I'm just gonna massage this into the skin. Oh, the fragrance of this smells so good. For foundation, we're gonna be using the Hourglass Vanish stick. Now, this has so much pigment. Last time I used this on camera, I used a lot. So for today, I'm gonna be going in with shade Ivory, and then for under the eyes, we're gonna go really light with shade Blanc. Look at how cute these components are. You guys know I love Hourglass, but this foundation, if you're scared of pigment, you're gonna wanna run away from these, but this literally covers every nook and cranny, baby, so time to blend. Now, this foundation is so pigmented, I actually used the lightest shade to highlight under the eyes, a little bit of the forehead, and cancel out the redness and any discoloration I had on my eyelids. So now we are all even, and it's definitely time for some powder foundation. Now, usually I do concealer. This foundation is so thick, you actually don't need any, thank God, but y'all know I can't live without my MAC Shivering White Studio Fix, so I am gonna take a little bit of this and a little bit on a brush, and we're just gonna really intensify the under eyes so we are like, woo, 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 come on, Betty White, you better fucking work. Now I'm just gonna highlight a few areas that I didn't put that really light foundation on, including the chin, of course. And then a little bit on them smile lines. Hi! And then of course we gotta finish off the forehead. Alright, now with the Morphe E3 brush, I'm gonna be dipping into my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder Compact. And we're just going to basically set the face with more foundation and just kind of go around all the areas that I didn't highlight and make sure it is set. Face is set. Now I'm quickly going to pop on some brows off camera, and if you want to see how I do my brows, you can scroll way down on my channel and find the official face routine, and all that info will be in there, so I'll be right back. Alright, now let's play with the Master Palette by Mario from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now this palette, she's versatile. I used this in my September favorites to create that crazy eye look, and people were like, ooh, we love that eye, can you please recreate it? So, I'm gonna do a variation of that look using this palette today. Now, this one, you can literally create, I think, about 10 looks from this, from the darks and the frost shades to the warm tones. Like, it's just a really amazing palette. So I've been playing with it for the last few days. As y'all can zoom in and see, definitely been feeling these two a lot. So for the crease color, I'm gonna be using shade Isabel. It is a warm toned, perfect transition shade. So I'm gonna be just grabbing a little 224 blending brush from MAC, and we're just gonna pop this in a little right above our crease. Now my eyelids are basically primed from all that foundation and powder, so we're not going to really prime it, but if you feel like you need to prime, then baby, prime up. So since we are gonna do a little shadow wing, we are just going to make this transition color go a little outside the box, if you will. Alright, now to really intensify and get a good base down for the smoky eye, I'm going to be going in with the cream color shadow from Tom Ford, and this is shade Caviar. It is a really pretty like gunmetal black gray, and come on girl, come out to play. It looks a little something like this. Now I'm going to be going in with the Chanel eyeshadow blender brush, and I'm just going to swirl in a little bit. Now this is like kind of very creamy, and it goes on really pigmented though, so like just a little hair. Woo! Y'all see that pigment? This shit is like... So I'm just gonna take this and just put it up right there. So I'm just gonna stop right in there and just tuck it in. And we are gonna be putting a lot of shadows over this, but this is just a really good base to make sure the eye is fucking smoky. And then because this brush really doesn't get into the tiny corners, I'm just gonna take a little MAC 239 and just barely get some on the brush. And then we're just gonna take it and tuck it into the corner so it fits in there perfectly. And that's that. It doesn't have to be perfect because remember, we are gonna be putting shadows over it and really blending it out. So there we have it. I'm done with the Tom Ford Caviar Cream Shadow. It looks a little something like this. Now I'm going to do a little baking under my eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Right before I do this extreme smoky eye, because I'm gonna be blending in a lot of colors. So I'm just gonna take my damp beauty blender, and of course we're just gonna pack powder under the eyes. When I say pack, we're gonna use a lot. And notice how I usually contour and do my highlighting before eyeshadow just because I love to get to the dessert first, but for the first time in a long time, I'm gonna do that after. Obviously this is not gonna look cute until I brush it all away, but for now, under eyes are baking. Now let's get to the eyeshadow. All right, now we're first gonna go in with shade Claudia. It is like a cool gunmetal gray black with a frost type formula. And we're just gonna take this and blend up and out. Now we're gonna make this really, really dramatic. So this powder is actually gonna help us. We're just gonna go in and just kind of flick up with the brush and kind of create a little wing type of look, but without eyeliner. We're just gonna use the shadows today. Now I'm gonna take this little Morphe detailer brush and go back into Claudia. Wait a minute. Girl, if you're watching this, I didn't mean it like that. Now I'm just gonna take this little brush and flick out so it creates that really bitchy winged look that I love. And then we're gonna go back in with this guy, and I'm just gonna barely tap Isabel, bam. And then we're just gonna blend over what we already did and just kind of merge them and let them have a baby. All right, so it should look a little something like this. Now we're gonna actually take the shade Bronx, and we're gonna go in with that same Chanel brush from earlier, and we're just gonna get our brush coated in this. Now this is like such a pretty emerald fall green, and we're gonna definitely smoke out our lash line with this, but for this part, I just wanna press it in the middle of the lid and just kind of give it a little extra dimension and some color. Oh, look at how that looks over the black. Like, yummy. Real quickly, I'm just gonna be dipping into my favorite white eyeshadow from Viseart. This is from the editorial palette. And I'm just quickly going to run this over right below my brow and just kind of blend out. Now, of course, this is extreme smoky. We're going up and away. My eyes are gonna look crazy big, and we're just gonna blend this out. All right, now the top is really pretty much done. Of course, you can add in glitter if you want or anything crazy, but I think we're ready to get to the under eyes. So to start this off, I am going to take my MAC Smolder eye pencil, my favorite black that I've been using since I was a teenager, and we're just going to put this in the waterline real quick. Now, this does not have to be perfect because we're about to go in and really shade out the under eye and smokify that hoe. So you can just dab this in here really quick. Now we're gonna go in with our little pointy Tom Ford eyeshadow brush, and we're gonna dip into Bronx again. Now this is very pigmented, I barely touched it. It's like, hi. And we're just going to take this and really just smoke out the under eye. So we're going to use that black eyeliner and go over it with the shadow and then drag it across the whole under eye. Okay. Now it's time to get rid of all that fallout because I went in on that smoky eye. So the under eyes are snatched. Now I'm just gonna take a little brush and say a silent prayer and be really careful. I'm just gonna flick up and away. And voila, we're snatched. Now I think it's definitely time for some lashes. For mascara, of course, I'm going in with my trusty Benefit Roller Lash. We're just gonna coat our lashes from top to bottom and get them ready for them falsies. Now for lashes, I'm gonna be going in with the Velour lashes in style Fluff and Whispie. Now these are really bold and dramatic, just how I like them. So I'm just gonna quickly pop them on off camera and I'll be right back. For contour today, we're gonna be going in with the Tom Ford Flush Blush, if you will. Now a lot of people are like, well, if it's blush, aren't you just putting on blush? But the way I use this is really like contour, and we're just gonna follow the chiselness of this face and just go in like this is our contour color. And this Surratt Beauty Blush Brush, I've been using this for contour a lot lately and it just really gets it in there and looks really airbrushed. So I'm such a fan of this brush. You're gonna get up in that hairline and go all the way back. Now, when you lay that color down, you're gonna pull out that brush you used earlier to set the face, and we're just gonna dust around the contour and make it really sharp. And then I'll go in and add a little more. Now to warm up the rest of the face, we're just gonna be going in with that Chanel bronzer. It is almost like a cream. Yeah, I guess it's like a cream formula. I love it. I just take the little same brush from Chanel that it's supposed to be for and I just swirl it around. And then we're just gonna go in on this hairline because I'm gonna wear a wig later and really make this makeup pop with some blonde hair. So we're just gonna dust this around the hairline and really just give me a little glow. For highlighting, we're gonna go into the new Ultimate Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And she looks a little like this. Girl, these colors though, what? All right, so I think for a little inner corner highlight, I'm gonna be dipping into shade Snow. So I'm just gonna add this right in here. Okay, I didn't even have to wet the brush with Fix Plus or anything. I see you. And we're just gonna tuck that right in there. I love it. A little goes a long way, and that's what I like. Now for the cheeks, we're gonna be dipping into white sand with a little Morphe 310 brush. And of course, we're not just gonna use one highlight today. We're definitely gonna be using two. But for starters, we're just gonna get this cheekbone rolling. And I'm gonna place this directly above that coral contour. Now, I think the glow kits before this, I think have way more kind of like sparkle or like intense glow. So this is a really pretty palette if you want that glow from within. It's still metallic and the cheekbones look sickening, but I definitely think the Moonchild one is a little more pigmented. But this one, I'm like, my cheeks are looking really cute. I think to layer, I'm gonna do some of the color Snow on top. And let's dip into Snow and layer. And we're just gonna put that right on top. Ooh, these look really pretty together. Now we're gonna go back in with Snow and just do a little under the brow highlight in the middle. Give our face some attention. All right, now I'm gonna be going in with the Morphe 510 and we're just gonna hit that Snow color one more time and do a little on the Cupid's bow. And then of course, a little on the nose. Notice how I really didn't contour my nose today. I'm actually just gonna leave it alone, let it breathe. The eyes are so dramatic. My nose is like, please don't touch me today. So besides that, guys, we just need some lips. So what am I gonna use today? For lips, we're gonna be using my Lip Ammunition in shade Celebrity Skin. I think any nude with a crazy dark smoky eye just looks classic. So I'm gonna be going with this little dark nude color. The lip is done. I don't think it needs any gloss. I was about to add some, but I'm like, you know what? I think we're good. Now, last but not least, where the hell is my setting spray? Now, I'm gonna be using my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Give her a little shake and let's get this face snatched and drenched. All right, and I think this look is complete. All right, guys, this is the final look with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mario Master Palette. I am feeling this dark, smoky drama, and I mean, it's fall season. I mean, you know, I'd wear this in the summer. Don't get a bitch twisted, but I think that this look is perfect for any event. If you just want to roll around in bed and have a slumber party, if you want to be on your knees, I don't give a fuck, girl. But this is a multi-universal, faceted makeup look. So if you want to turn up the glamour, please try this out and tag me, and y'all know the motherfucking drill. If you want to see any more tutorials or any new products, please leave some feedback below, and as always, if you forget anything I used on my face, everything will be in that description box down below. So thank you guys so much for watching this makeup debauchery, and mwah, come on, spirit fingers, mwah. See you on the next one. Bye, guys. Very versatile. Oh, I have so many brushes and so little time. Oh my god. I know, insert jokes. I'm gonna be going in with the Morphe. Oh, well, just dropped it on the floor, so I guess not. Okay, I definitely have powder covering my vagina. Hi, can we get a Cleopatra up in here? Yeehaw. Fluff. What was up with my finger? Okay, for real, bye guys.